Call to order, City of Cannon Falls City Council meeting for Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. If I could get a roll call, please.
Gesme.
Here.
Groh.
Here.
Jepson.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Cronenberger.
Here.
Lindell.
Here.
Montgomery.
Here, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If I could get a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Motion from Diane, do I have a second? Second from Ryan, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. That brings us to public input. Public input is intended to afford the public an opportunity to address concerns to the City Council. The public input will be no longer than 30 minutes in total length, and each speaker will have no more than 3 minutes to speak. Speakers may address topics relevant to the governance of the city. Speakers must sign up in advance and must provide their name, address, and the topic they intend to address. Comments must be on topic, respectful, pertinent to city business, and adhere to the applicable data privacy rules. Any speaker that violates these rules will be asked to sit down, and if the speaker refuses to comply, they may be removed from the meeting. Speakers shall not address topics that are the subject of a public hearing. All such comments shall be made at the public hearing. The City Council will not generally act on issues raised by the public input, but may choose to schedule consideration of the item on a future agenda. Babe O'Gorman, salary study.
Good evening. I was in Arizona, and this pay study's been kicked around for practically a whole year, and I'm just not sure why it was never discussed any more than it was. I realize that it came through the salary committee, or the whatever it is. Anyway, all the employees were compiled together, and it was put in the consent agenda. And I thought that was kind of odd that it was done that way. And so I called Laura, and thankfully she brought it down, and I was hoping that there would be some discussion, but there was no more than an explanation from our city administrator. But David Drown was paid over $10,000 for this study, and Neil claims it was used as a guide. The study was approved in 2023, and there was a revised pay study in November of that year. The LELS was done like a month before that and was approved. Then Mr. Jensen claimed there was a glitch during negotiations with the 49ers, and he claimed to have found that glitch, and also claimed that Drown had left some numbers out of the study. And I'm wondering if Mr. Jensen contacted David Drown. Did he get paid in full? And if the study was incomplete or inaccurate, why would you pay him? And nobody asked any questions about it. So I thought that was a little odd. When in fact, rather than using it for a guide, it seemed to have been tossed aside. And you went on your own after November, because it was clear in that study that there were no step increases for Mr. Jensen, Mr. Joe Berg, or Mr. McCormick. And they each got one, and Jeff McCormick got two. Nobody said boo. So I don't understand how you all could know this and understand that without any discussion. It also seemed odd to me that Lisa is on that committee, and it has a direct conflict with her boss, a direct effect to her employer, okay, because he's a police officer. And then of course Mr. Jensen's on that panel, which I realize he has to be, and apparently he didn't vote, and I understand that, but there's only 3 people there, so it's not hard for it to still pass. But he's still the one ramrodding this thing, and the optics are bad. And that there was never any discussion is quite disappointing, I would say. So, thank you for your time.
Next up, Alex, how do I say your last name? Hatsis. Garage variance.
I think I caught though at the beginning, you said that if it goes to a public hearing that I'm not supposed to speak right now about it because we're gonna have a public hearing about the garage variance, I believe, today, right? Or am I incorrect? I'm sorry.
Not on tonight's agenda.
I think you're looking for the planning commission.
I thought it was the city council meeting first.
It goes to planning commission first. I wish I'd have known who you were on it.
Sorry about that, my fault.
All right, we'll see you in a little while.
When is,
Monday the 8th.
thank you very much. I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time.
That's all right.
And it'll be in the same room.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry about that.
It was nice to see you.
Hey.
Still talk.
All right. Moving on to consent agenda. Consent agenda items may be adopted under one motion as presented or may be removed for discussion and resolution as council business. Item A, just and correct claims, the accounting period ending on March 27th, 2024. And item B, meeting minutes for March 19th, 2024 city council meeting. Any discussion? No discussion. I seek a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda.
So move.
Motion from Diane, second from Lisa. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. That gets us to our reports. Joint Powers Trail Board, if there's anything from March 26th that should be brought up.
Not too much. They're just still trying to fix some of the bridges, and they're having issues with their grants, or not, I don't think it's the grant, I'm not going to say the right word, but the DNR has found endangered plant life, so how they wanted to fix them, they can't, so they're going to have to spend more money to make sure they don't endanger the plants, so they're just trying to, you want to, go ahead, Jen.
I don't know nothing about it, but
Oh.
it just sounds like the dealer.
Yeah, it's,
Protect the plants, right?
yeah,
Yep. All right.
so they're
That's
just
it.
trying to figure that out, how to get around that.
Gotcha. Awesome. We'll go around the horn with department heads. Jed, you want to start off?
Yes, Public Works will be flushing hydrants next week, just to give everybody a heads up. They might see some yellow water as we stir up the system. Also, Fitzgerald is starting construction on the 2024-2023 street project, which is Cannon and 3rd Street tomorrow. Yes. So they're gonna block off the bridge, and so there will be no traffic over that bridge starting probably tomorrow. So
Early morning?
at some point, I don't know, but we got some barriers that are gonna, block off the south side, just so people can't cross the bridge and then get stuck.
Yeah.
Are bicycles going to be allowed through or not?
No, because
Sidewalk
they're
closed.
gonna be digging some big old trenches, where it's water, sewer, and storm. There's gonna be a lot of digging, and it's gonna take a lot of working with Rob Bistro to make sure that they can still receive deliveries and make deliveries, so, yeah.
Jed, how long will it be? Is this started the whole project?
Till they're done with the project?
Okay.
I don't know an answer to that.
I'll let my people know.
Good. All right. Thanks, Jed.
Yep.
Chief, what do you got?
Well, we're into April, which means the winter parking restrictions are off, but for anybody who was outside today, it still snows in April. So we once again would remind people that we won't be issuing tickets for winter parking violations, but please help Public Works if we get enough snow that they're going to be plowing, get their vehicles off the roadway so that they can get the streets cleared. We will, however, be coming back 24 hours later on our 24-hour parking, so if you got plowed around and it hasn't been moved, we're probably going to move it for you. So that's all I got.
Thank you. Sarah?
Just a quick thing, the library board, I put on the agenda, it's at 5, it is at 5:30 on April 8th.
All right. Neil, you good? All right. Laura?
I'm good.
Lisa?
I got nothing today.
Ryan?
Good.
Derek? Diane? Steve? All right, I got nothing. Motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
And we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.